it's time to go pro. And I know that process. Just tell the people like kind of what's that process like, because you had a tournament run. You look at you, man. You 6'6", you athletic. You got an NBA body, so it's like you ready. You trying to go to the league. What's that process like? What was going on in that process?
So
Take us behind the scene.
In my case, like you said, I was to end that season. Like I was going on like a nice little run, and to that kind of catapulted me into like the next year, and I think I got first team that year. And so after the season, like all throughout this whole process, there's agents hitting you up, like trying to get in contact with you, you know. So what I was trying to do, I was just taking all the people that was reaching out to me, and I was just trying to use like my other resources, trying to see if they knew anybody that, you know what I'm saying, that could vouch for this person or vouch for that person. And one of the main guys that I was reaching out to was Woj, you know what I'm saying, because he kind of, you know, he deep in the business and he know the guys that's really certified, you know what I'm saying, and he kind of vouched for like one of the guys that, well, not the guy, but the agency rather, you know what I'm saying, and they already had my boy Jalen.
Jalen, what's his last name?
Jalen Adams.
Jalen Adams, yeah. Boy,
he was with them at first, and I knew a couple other guys that was with the agency, so I basically I worked out with them, but I never signed with that agency. So like all my whole pre-draft process was with that agency out in Phoenix, and so like that they really just, you know, they bring all of y'all in the gym, you know what I'm saying, fly y'all out to somewhere, just working out for like a couple weeks, just getting you ready for that draft day. You know what I'm saying? And it's like probably work out like 2-3 times a day. They set you up with meals, you know what I'm saying, all the recovery stuff. So that's basically the process that I went through.
And I just know, man, that shit got to be frustrating though, because it's so political.
No, yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
that's all.
And you know, like I got my older brother. I don't know if you ever met my older brother, but my brother Alvin, named Alvin Sims. He went to Louisville. He played in the league, but you know, never nothing that stick. He played overseas for years and shit. But his situation was a lot similar to yours though, in a way where, like, I remember seeing draft boards where your name was on them. You know, it's everything like that. And same thing with my brother. My brother was supposed to get drafted. He ended up not getting drafted over like some political shit though. Like it had nothing to do with his game. I would watch this dude like I remember vividly watching you in the pro-am. I think you might have still been in JUCO at the time, and Jordan Clarkson come to the St. Louis Pro-Am, and you cooked him like you was cooking him like it was bad. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson, that boy got game. You know, like salute to him. He definitely came through the St. Louis Pro-Am and got his ass cooked.
No, he had to welcome that man.
Yeah, but I just know I've seen it. Like I said, my older brother, he from Kentucky. So I used to go to Kentucky, you know, and train with him and stuff. We used to play pro-ams down there. I watching them like Rondo just won the championship. I'm seeing him like Rondo can't guard him at all though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, damn, my brother ain't in the league though. So I just know how you working out with these guys every day, and you know what you can do.
Man, and it's like the political side of it. Like you kind of like. You take that on the chin because, you know, that's what comes with the territory. Like, that's in sports, period. But it's more frustrating when, like, how you said, you out there with some guys that you know can't do nothing with you. Like, that's the most frustrating part. But like I said, like, it's just, I mean, you can't control that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if that opportunity comes, for sure, I'm going to take it. But as of right now, I'm going to just, you know, get what's coming to me.
So, that goes, you go undrafted. And then, what was the first team you signed with professionally?
A team in Finland, in Lahti, Finland. That was so. I had a decision to make with that also. Pro day is in front of like almost every scout.
Yeah.
From every team.
So the pro day is where with the agency when you're working out. Okay.
Yeah. So that was the pro day. So after that, I went to Atlanta to work out for a while, and I had worked out for the G League team, and then I worked out for. Phoenix's G League team. and they had some interest in me. They wanted me to play, but at the time, the G League, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. They wasn't paying the type of money that I was trying to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I just figured like, well, I just build my way up overseas and then maybe come back over here. So that's kind of the route that I went. So I signed with the team in Finland, and I had a pretty decent year.
How was that experience going to overseas?
Was
that the first time you went overseas anywhere?
No, so I did like a little it's called Global Sports Academy, where they take players from different schools and they like y'all take an overseas trip and go play some of the teams.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we went to Croatia.
Yeah.
And that was my first time being overseas.
I think Rome did that when he went to Australia that time. Yeah.
So that was a fun experience too, and that kind of catapulted me too, because like I was out there busting their ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Croatia.
So
That's Tony Kukoc from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I was saying out there too. Like every gym, like they had them
Tony Kukoc, like
all over the world. I'm like, man, this man's Jesus.
So what was Finland like?
It was different.
Yeah.
Like, but the
So,
thing.
hold up. Sorry to cut you off. But run us through, because you know, this is what people don't realize, man. You might be at a YMCA or something, and just a nigga see you hooping like, hey, bro, you should go overseas or some shit like that. Like, you know, like, me personally, like, I done had, like, offers, you know what I'm saying, to go overseas and shit like that, but I got a family, man.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fact.
people don't understand the grind and, like, how hard it is to go overseas, especially not in a situation like you. It'd be like the lowest of the level. You going somewhere for free.
Yeah,
they're just paying for housing and your food. So
even if you at the highest level, man, it like you said, it's a grind, because at the same time you away from your family for 9 to 10 months.
Yep. Tell us, like, what's it like from the plane ride. All right, tell us what it's like when you got to St. Louis Lampert Airport, and then tell me what it was like your first day.
When you first realize you finna make that trip, you get this little feeling in your stomach. It's a little feeling in your side, like, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm finna be like over here for 9 months. Like, I ain't finna have like little to no contact with none of my people. You know what I'm saying?
How long the flight?
Flight about 9 hours. 9 hours. And the thing with Lambert, they don't like, you got to fly to another airport to fly overseas. So like, I either fly to Chicago or like Atlanta or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, before you leave and you get that feeling like, man, this finna be crazy. And and when you first get over there, you know, the time difference probably like 8 hours. So your body it's gonna take about a couple weeks for you to get adjusted to the time difference. You can't really eat for real, because it's a whole different experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're around a whole different culture, and if you ain't used to it, it'll be like it's kind of like a shock for real.
But you feel like you adjusted to kind
of? It took me a minute. Like I said, like with the jet lag and like getting used to the time difference, that was probably the biggest adjustment to make. You know what I'm saying? Once I got adjusted to the time, I was good. Don't get me wrong, it's some
distraction.
nice spot. Yeah,
it's
distractions everywhere. I mean,
yeah.
But like in my case, so I was like an hour and a half away from like the capital of the whole country. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's where all the clubs that play the American music and like.
Oh, you was kicking it then.
Yeah, it was decent. It was decent.
So Finland, that was year one.
Year one.
So what did you do? So how many years have you played pro?
Technically, so only 2, but I've been overseas for 4 years.
Yeah.
So this will be my 4th year.
Yeah.
But so after that first year, that's when the pandemic hit. So I ended up coming home like.
Did you get stuck over there?
No. So it's crazy though, because I came home. I'll never forget it. I came home on 314 day, on March 14th.
Yeah.
So, and I remember they was telling us that the season might get canceled, and when they told us the day they told us the season was canceled, like they hit us like a few hours later, like, we getting y'all plane tickets, y'all gotta go. Yeah. And the day I landed, I think like the next day, like they shut the whole country down.
Yeah. Damn. Where was the next country you went to?
So I kind of delayed it because, like I said, like the pandemic hit. A lot of teams took pay cuts. They, you know what I'm saying, a lot of players had to take pay cuts. So I wasn't really getting like no offers that I wanted. So I stayed home until January. Then so this team reached out to my agent from Germany in Pro A. And it got to a point where I was like, well, I can't sit out the whole year because that's going to hurt me going into next year. You know what I'm saying? So I went, played the last half of the season, ended up getting first team out there. And
where'd you say you was at?
in Pro A.
Pro A,
Germany.
Germany. Okay.
It was a little town called Schwenningen.
That
was worse than
that
being in
was-
Finland. We couldn't even move around. Like we couldn't do nothing. Like we was like really on basically lockdown for real. It was bad.
Yeah. So, but in this country though, that's where you got some news, life changing news, didn't you?